So I went to local last weekend, and so I went with my Flamvell Zombie deck, and I ended up winning. The local went undefeated 4-0. So in this video, we'll talk about the decks, the matchup, and I have to say I'm very proud of it because it's my own list, my own deck on the zombie deck, the Flamvell Zombie deck. So we'll discuss also the card that did very well in the tournament and what did not really work that much. So I'm just showing the deck, but I will first talk about the matchups. So in the first round, I played against Fairies, and luckily I practiced the matchup a few days prior with a friend of mine who was also playing in the tournament. So I was well prepared, and I took game one mainly due to the Book of Life banishing these fairies to prevent the crystal to get out. Also, as you can see, I'm main decking two Book of Moon, who can both help me play around the crystal. Game two was much more closer, and maybe I made a mistake, but anyway, it went to game three, and game three I won with the gold sarcophagus, banishing both brain control and soul release, I believe, or I think I top decked soul release, so it helped me control the graveyard and prevent the creature to hit the board. But I will talk more about the gold sarcophagus after the matchups. So in the second round, I played against Monarch, and it's a iffy matchup for zombies. I think it's 50-50 because on the one hand we have two Book of Life. Well, I play two Book of Life to banish Tribune Frog. We also have Revive King Hades and Goyo Guardian to clear the Tribune Frog. But on their side they have three copies of Caius, three copies of Reza to clear the Pyramid Turtle. They also have the Soul Exchange, so it's really hard to have recruiters to trigger in this matchup. Like almost the only way is to just crash on the Monarch to have it resolved. So it was a close game. It almost went to time, and in game three I won because of the sided in Mask of Restrict and Stardust. I believe I had two Stardust to protect the Mask of Restrict, so he couldn't do much, and that's why I won the second one. Round three, so I played against the friend I was talking about earlier, and he bring his Diva zombie deck, so it was kind of a mirror match because we were both playing zombies, and the mirror match is kind of tricky because first we both have zombie master that can rebound monster from each other graveyard. I know he played the level 6 Synchro that can use my Plague Spreader in my graveyard. And also we are both playing Book of Life, which is very, very good in the mirror match. So it's mainly a concern about who's gonna trigger the recruiters or not. But luckily me, I think in game one I got two Book of Life, so I could banish everything he was putting in the graveyard. And also I hit two Caiuses and he only hit one. Uh, and during game two, I believe I had a very strong play with the side deck enemy controller where I attribute a Ghost token, took a Pyramid Turtle from him, tributed to summon Caius, and banish a set Goblin Zombie. And at this point, I just cleared two recruiters without triggering them and also applying a lot of pressure. So I won this game pretty easily. And also I have to say the Flamvell Fire Dog is extremely good because he's hoping I will hit a Pyramid Turtle or a Goblin Zombie. So okay, it does a +1, +1 had a card. But with the Fire Dog, I just clear a monster, special summon a Flamvell Magician, and then I can go for a Synchro 8, let's say Stardust, just set a Bottomless or of Mirror Force and yeah, or even the Book of Moon, and I know he won't be able to crack back the board because I get so much more tempo than him. And in the final round, I faced a Hero Beat. He was a very good, a very nice player. We talked a lot afterward. And I won 2-0. Game 1, again, the Book of Life already did a lot of work because it allowed me to banish the Ocean from his graveyard, preventing the Ab-Zero to hit the board. And during game 2, I must admit I was really lucky. So first I locked him up with a Royal Decree, and he didn't have the Gemini Spark to clear it. And then I managed to top deck a setup and top deck a Dark Armed Dragon. And since he had no traps left, and also I was controlling the graveyard, I knew he couldn't summon absolute zero. So yeah, I took game two as well. So I went 4-0 overall, and now I will review the deck and discuss of the card choices. So first for the Flamvell package, I run 3 Fire Dogs and 3 Flamvell Magician. You need the 3 Fire Dogs. It just that's the point of playing Flamvell, just to get a easy Synchro 8 access. Flamvell Magician 3 as well, because it's not really a brick if you have it in hand. You just need the Book of Life, a Brain Control, a Mind Control, and you can go straight up into Synchro plays. So I also play 3 Recruiters, 3 Turtle, Pyramid Turtle, to get access to my zombie, especially the Goblin Zombie, so I can start pluses. It's also helped me to go for a Dark and Dragon play if needed. So yeah, so for the zombie package, pretty regular. So I play 2 Goblin Zombie, 1 Zombie Master, 1 Play, 1 Mizuki, 1 Spirit Reaper, then 1 Dark Armed Dragon, 2 Caius, 1 Gorz, 1 Tragedia. So for the spell, I only run 2 Rekindling, so it's also a change I made a few days before the tournament. So I was discussing with my friend playing zombie as well, and we were discussing about return, and yeah, he's just sold me the card so much, and yeah, I thought maybe I can go with 2 Rekindling and 1 return. It's more than enough for the big plays. And also return help me crack back if they banish my zombie monster during game 2 and 3 when they side in DD Crow, for example. I'll just use the bottomless trapple on the Flamvell Fire Dog. So yeah, very very good card, obviously. So yeah, 2 Rekindling, 2 Book of Life. I think the 2 Book of Life are mandatory. That's so strong. Like, they help you get synchro plays, but they also prevent your opponent to make big pushes, banishing key cards. So the Book of Moon is just a way to make the Flamvell Fire Dog resolve more often. And then the 2 gold sarcophagus. So for this choice, I must admit, earlier in the week I saw a video of Beast Mod, a very good zombie player, and he was discussing the deck evolving, and he said that yeah, gold sarcophagus was the way to go now with zombie, because it just gives you the access to the key card you really want to. So for example, the return, the Diva for the Diva deck variants. And yeah, it really helped me a lot. For example, banishing the brain control to get out of the crystal lock, for example, during game 1. It's also, as you can see in the side, I run a lot of one-off, and God Sarcophagus just give you 2 more ways to reach this specific one-off card you want. This blowout, soul release, or this lightning vortex, or cards like this. Then I play the classic brain control, mind control. You can just, like normal Flamvell Magician, go for one of the control spell card, and go for a synchro with the opponent monster card. 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Typhoon. So for the trap lineup, pretty classic. 2 bottomless trapple, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrent, 1 Solemn Judgment, so 1 return. Then 1 Dust Tornado. So why I use the Tornado is because I really want my Flamvell Fire Dog to resolve, and yeah, so I mean, sadly, Flamvell Fire Dog get hits by a bottomless trapple, it gets hits by Mirror Force, it gets hits by Deep Prison. So if I really want to resolve him, so I have to clear the back rows first to make the Synchro 8 play, and then there's the 1 Phoenix Wind Blast. And I have to say, this card didn't perform how I was expecting, so the theory behind it was to hopefully discard 1 Flamvell card to fuel the Rekindling and just like slow down the tempo of my opponents, but in this tournament it didn't really work that well, so I don't know, maybe I will cut this card. Also, I think you've seen in this deck, so I'm not running Hour of Darkness because, well, first I'm playing 6 fire monsters and 4 elf monsters with 1 Mizuki and 3 pyramid total. So I don't have that many targets for Hour of Darkness, and also usually there's nothing I really want to banish. I definitely don't want to banish my Dark Zombies monsters, nor my defensive plays. Even the case, they're so often key in my matchups. So for the extra decks, it's pretty. I mean, there's nothing too surprising. So yeah, the Chimera tech, Catastor, Android, the Revived King Death. I don't run the level 6 dragon, the zombie dragon. I play 1 Brilliant Aqua, 1 Goyo, 1 Black Rose, 1 Fairy, and then so I played 2 Stardust. I was very happy with the double Stardust because, as I said, once you float get your opponent, you just add 1 or 2 Stardust, and they can never out the continuous trap cards. The reason why I play 2 Forge Roller Arcfian is because I didn't have the Red Dragon Arcfian yet, but yeah, let's say the second Forge Roller is just a Red Dragon Arcfian. So I play 1 Dark End Dragon, and I have to say the card was extremely good during the tournament. Maybe you could argue and playing 2 instead of 2 Stardust. It's a possibility, maybe. Then there's 1 Colossal Fighter and finally 1 Mistron. So for the extra deck, the only thing that I would change is the level 8 lineup. You could play 2 Dark End Dragon instead of 2 Stardust, or maybe 2 Forge Ruler. It really depends on the meta at your local, I guess. And yeah, so for the side deck, as I said, there's a lot of one-off. So 1 Consecrated Light, for example, for Black Wings. 1 Electric Virus. I just wanted to try it, but it was not necessary during the tournament. 1 Cyber Dragon, obviously. 1 Digicrow really worked well against my friend playing zombie. I just had 2 gold sarcophagus, and I went and banishing 1 Digicrow, 1 return, and the Digicrow really like slowed him down so much, and it really gives me back the tempo, and the return just guaranteed that I could push for game when I decided to. White Lightning Vortex, the enemy controller was very good. Maybe there's room to play its main deck, but I don't know yet. The Nobleman of Crossart, 1 solo release, was very good. I think I almost sided in every matchups. And then 2 Royal Decree would give me the victory against the hero beats. 2 Mask of Restrict for Monarchs, obviously. 2 Light Imprisoned Mirror for Fairies or Light Swans. And the third Rekindling, I think you can just take this card out and add something else. I just didn't really put much thinking about the last side deck card. So first, why did I choose to play this deck? So I really like the Flamvell package because it adds so much aggressiveness to the zombie deck. So with the zombie part of the deck, you kind of control the game state and try to slow down the opponent and slowly grind him out with card advantage with the Goblin Zombie. You are also threatening them with the level 6 plays, especially the Brianna play. But the Flamvell just helps you go for the big Synchro 8 lineup. And also, yeah, there's a Rekindling that just such a good card. So yeah, and overall, I was very, very happy with how the deck performed. So what worked well? So obviously the Flamvell Fire Dog, every time it's resolved, I won the game because it gives you a straight up Synchro 8 play, and if you stick on the board, you can keep on summoning Flamvell Magician again and again to make more Synchro 8 plays. Return was insane too, especially during game 2 and 3 when people start to side in Digicrows or Surrolis or stuff like this, or for people that are playing Caius, Bottomless, or Deep Prison. So Gold Sarcophagus, as I said, was a late addition to the deck thanks to Beast Mode, and it really worked well. So I think it's the way now for this type of deck. And yeah, I think that's it for the best card. And what didn't work so well was the Phoenix Wing Blast. I don't know. the fact that you have to discard a card, it didn't work that well. I mean, it could be any other traps and it would have done the same job, so I'm not so sold on it. So I think that's the only changes I would make to the main decks. It's the trap lineup for the last two traps. Maybe you could add a third Caius, but I don't know about that. So yeah, for the extra 8, yeah, I just covered this. So maybe a second Dark End Dragon, and you must play the Red Dragon Arcfiend, for example, just for clearing tokens when you're playing against Quick Draw or if someone flipped the Scapegoat. But the thing is, it's not a generic level 8, so you need the Goblin Zombie or the Zombie Master to summon it, but it's quite easy with the Flamvell cards. So yeah, I just think the deck needs a few minor adjustments, but overall I was very happy with the list. I think next tournament I will probably play another deck to keep things interesting in Edison, but I will definitely come back to the deck. I really enjoy it, and I think I'll upload more replays of the deck. So if you like the video, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe, and thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.